Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Recha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And today we're going to go into the book of 1 Samuel, the 31st chapter. And as we left off in the 30th chapter, seeing the Lord having brought a great spoil, right, by the hand of David and his men, and also having them deliver their loved ones, their wives, their children from the hands of the Amalekites that had raided their town in their absence. We go into 1 Samuel 31. And this shifts focus back to the battle that had been building up, the war between the Philistines and Israel. Now the Philistines fought against Israel, and the men of Israel fled from before the Philistines, and fell down slain in Mount Gilboa. And the Philistines followed hard upon Saul, so the battle was not going good in the favor of Israel. And they pursued upon Saul and upon his sons. And the Philistines slew Jonathan, and Abinadab, and Malchishua, Saul's sons. And the battle went sore against Saul. So they end up killing his sons after they caught him. And Saul, he keeps on, he's charge, yeah, his cart is going, he's going. And the archers hit him. And he was sore wounded of the archers. So they ended up shooting those arrows, and a couple of them hit him. And now, probably maybe some vital areas, but long story short, it doesn't look like he's going to make it. Then said Saul unto his armor-bearer, Draw thy sword, and thrust me through therewith, lest these uncircumcised come and thrust me through and abuse me. So basically, I'm not I'm too weak right now, but I'm still alive. And before they get to me, basically come and kill me, or before they come in and torture me or whatever. But his armor bearer would not, for he was sore afraid. Therefore Saul took a sword and fell upon it. And when his armor bearer saw that Saul was dead, he fell likewise upon his sword and died with him. So at this point, Saul is dead, Jonathan is dead, Abinadab is dead, Malchishua is dead. So Saul died, and his 3 sons, and his armor bearer, and all his men that same day together. And when the men of Israel that were on the other side of the valley, and they that were on the other side Jordan, saw that the men of Israel fled, and that Saul and his sons were dead, they forsook the cities and fled, and the Philistines came and dwelt in them. So when they saw the battle, they said, shit, we lost this, and Saul is dead, and his sons? Yeah, we don't stand a chance, and they fled. And it came to pass on the morrow, when the Philistines came to strip the slain, basically, came to the battlefield, if there's any valuables, weapons, all of those things, they came to pick, clean those, get them up, use them. That they found Saul and his 3 sons fallen in Mount Gilboa. And they cut off his head and stripped off his armor and sent into the land of the Philistines round about to publish it in the house of their idols and among the people. So they took his armor all around, basically to show, hey, look, we got the king of the king of Israel. And they put his armor in the house of Ashtaroth, and they fastened his body to the wall of Bethshan. And if you've ever seen Game of Thrones, I think there was a scene similar where I forgot who it was that was slain, but they had their bodies like up, basically in the public area where you could see it. And also in was it the movie Troy, where I believe it was Achilles, maybe Achilles and Hector, if I remember correctly, where one of them wins and he basically drags the body of the other one. See if I can find it. Achilles dragging Hector, that's the one. Yeah, it says here, Achilles dragged the body of Hector behind his chariot as an act of revenge in the Trojan War, after killing him for murdering his friend Patroclus. But the point here is that they were parading it, right, to show and one, to disgrace Israel, but also to show like, hey, we basically won. And when the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead heard of that which the Philistines had done to Saul, and all the valiant men arose and went all night and took the body of Saul and the bodies of his sons from the wall of Bethshan, because that was a disgrace. That was an honorable death, especially being royalty, right, at this point. So these men, they go, right, they recover the bodies, and they came to Jabesh and burnt them there. And they took their bones and buried them under a tree at Jabesh and fasted 7 days. And that brings us to the end of 1 Samuel, the 31st chapter, the end of Saul's legacy, and the end of the book of 1 Samuel. And Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. And until next time, Shalom.